Yes, anyone call pest control?
Yes, there's a rat in my room.
Rian, who is that?
Pest control, ma'am. Show me where the room's at. Let's take this front room. Let's go. Yeah, man, unfortunately, there's been a lot of rats around here, man. Where's the room at?
Right there.
All right, I'm gonna need you to step to the side.
A lot of rats out here, y'all.
Yeah, really step back.
Smash that like button on the way in. Fuck Marcus.
Yes, anyone call pest control?
Yes, there's a rat in my room.
Rian, who is that?
Pest control, ma'am.
They shot pussy one people for fun. Who want test me? Come on!
All rats gotta die though. In New York, Quad Studios getting high though. Off that sour diesel and that hydro. This nigga take a L every time he go viral. Welcome to the West, and this ain't the life of Pablo. Stay on that bullshit, it's gon' start to feel like Chicago. Keep it 100, you Nicki Minaj.
Smash that like button on the way in, y'all.
I made dreams in 05 though. Riding round, 10 Cam Newtons in the Tahoe. And when we
Smash
touch
that like
down,
button.
everybody
What's
catch
good?
a spiral. Dressed in
What's
all
good?
black like the Panthers. We sing your sway freestyle. O'Malley ain't the answer.
Smash that like button on the way in, y'all.
Ain't got the answer.
We gonna go in today.
Yeah, take beans back to rehab on Instagram, looking like a motherfucking beanbag. Flying through Philly on them walkie sticks. Punk ass nigga, I beat you with a hockey stick. The nigga Hove gave you the game, you ain't soaking. You was supposed to throw up the rock, not smoke it. Talking you gon' be in LA in 3 hours. It's a 5-hour flight. Put this bum in the shower, pussy. I'm not a rookie, Aki. Don't push me, scrap. Ninja Turtles, niggas running with a rat. Now top, tell them how you copping, please on the jack. Fuck running in the game, you gon' be running in the whack. You jump Quinn Miller and now you don't scrap. It was time to go at Drizzy and now you don't rap. Ask your bitch, she know I bees in the trap. You gotta move out of LA, I put them bees on your back. And Barbie keep a thumb in your butt. That Ken doll love getting fucked. Hide behind your niggas, you ain't got the guts. Riding dirt bikes with your ass on some nuts. Now you can pop a willy to that. I went from B-More to New York to Philly and back. It's a lot of cheese and steak, this nigga really a rat. I fuck with Philly, but this nigga make y'all city look whack. And that's on Pyro, yeah, I put the P on that hat. You get hit with the eagle, roll a Philly to that. Now tell the world how you got your bitch. You FaceTime Nikki while Safari was fucking a chick. You ain't shit, but a rat to me, a snake that don't rattle me. Little homie won't scrap with me, time to body is faculty. I'm in traffic, be bumping this old Cassidy. Misha's another casualty, fucking with me a tragedy. The louder you scream, the whacker the verse. I put that dick chaser logo on the back of your hearse. They say the meek shall inherit the earth, so I went and dug your ass up, cause Drizzy buried you first. And why you trying to pick on Wale? You told me that you don't fuck with Rose. And why G can't give you a pass? I add 20 to your 40s, put the 60s on your ass. And don't try to wind the grapes. You not the Rams, don't come back to LA. I fuck around and catch an Uber to Slay. I'm a drama king and a street sweeper with a K. Nigga, this is Tupac mixed with the old goo-wop. 15 years, 30 mil, nigga, who flop? One good song, but you ain't got a classic yet. Bought your first album, ain't took it out the plastic yet. Moved from Philly to LA and think he Fresh Prince. Sean Kingston got robbed and now you niggas best friends. Fat sloppy Twinkie eating ass nigga. You ain't got no past nigga. I'ma beat
What's
your
good,
ass
y'all?
nigga.
Shout out to
Smuggling.
7 Carat in the building.
Get some clippers
Mocha,
and
I
cut your
see
mama
you.
mustache, nigga.
Kiki,
Fuck
what's
your
good?
sister
What's
while
good?
you watch,
Y'all
'cause
drop
she
on
kinda
down,
thick.
smash that
And
like
make
button.
that
We'll
bitch
get
take a
started
knee
soon.
like Colin Kaepernick.
You know what I mean?
Now
I took
back
it
to
light on
Sweet
them the
Millie.
last time.
Mickey Mouse, you gon' fuck
But
around.
we have to go
tied up
in on 'em,
inside
man.
Mickey
You know what I'm
House.
saying?
I got essays on Beaumont. Posted
Try
like
to be
cousins.
nice.
Waiting for the word to pump it up like Joe Buttons. Thou shalt not fuck with Chuck. Palms are stuck. Fold you up in boxes. Armani tucks. Louis sweats. Armor tuck. Night, night. Use that pillow like a silencer. From dawn to dusk. Get at me. You niggas gon' see me in gloves or see me in clubs with summer 16 in the snub. Lying on the internet like you ain't talking to 12. Got the cops at my door like they dropping off mail. And I seen that fake paperwork on double XL. Rat niggas shoot through walls and leave you in cells. Before you see me in jail, you will see me in hell. You ain't got the whole Philly, it's just me by myself. I could've went and got Kendrick. When got Snoop, when got Nipsey, J-Rock, Schoolboy Q. Could've went and got E40, brought Ice Cube back, and had Dr. Dre screaming Meek Mill is a rat. It's a rat. Red khakis, red Cincinnati. I'ma see you in the streets, don't at me. You like a boat with a hole, you can't sail. Meek Mill, me and Drake gave you them 2 L's.
Don't start no beef and say you don't want to beef. And I'm not trying to beef. Cause ain't nobody here for me to beef with.
Start snitching, break them all.
That's right.
When these rats start snitching, break them all.
Pussy nigga, I don't. I got on gold headphones, gold chain, gold on my wrist.
That's how these other little commentators be sounding out here. You know what I'm saying?
If you ain't getting money, boy, you lame. Hey, what you laughing at, man? You need to put your man on. He look bad. Tell that nigga to hit you with an ounce of something.
Man, what's good, y'all? Man, listen, I try to be nice to people and stuff. You know, niggas want to sneak this. You know what I'm saying? And then they're like, well, I don't beef. And all that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to play a little something for y'all. You know, we've been having some reemergence of haters out here. You know what I'm saying? People have been reanimated, coming back over to these sectors and stuff like that. All I did was on my girlfriend channel the other day was give my point of view and my commentary on what I saw. You know what I mean? And Marcus, I guess he didn't feel too good about that. You know what I'm saying? Came to the channel, calling me all kind of names, saying, you know, trying to body shame, calling me a simp, some more shit. You know what I'm saying? When this nigga around here trying to smash on and queen up motherfucking ghetto gaggers. And for y'all that don't know, Marcus, that ghetto gagger situation, man, I played nice on that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to beat up on West Indy girl, Candy. You know what I mean? And there's another girl, that O'Shea Duke Jackson, which is from the Manosphere, one of the leaders of the Manosphere. He did a video talking about another woman who was on the website, Ghetto Gaggers, where the women get smacked up, degraded, called racist slurs, forced to toss salad. Let's keep it real. Forced to toss salad. You know what I mean? And declare that there are sluts and whores and things like that. And it can't be a coincidence that Marcus has found 2 ghetto gaggers that we know of, that I know of as of right now. It may have been more of these type of women, you know what I mean, that he has had on his channel, you know what I'm saying, that he is associated with in some form of fashion. And we know through eyewitness testimony, through his own admission, that he has taken in young homeless girls that are disenfranchised, you know what I'm saying, in a desperate situation, brought them home, even admitted on Kiki's channel that he done brought them home, you know what I'm saying, to have sex with. Okay? Please smash that like button, all right? Yeah, they brought him home and had sex with. But all of a sudden, it's like, I'm the simp, I'm the lame. And Marcus, I am proud of you for starting to date within your age group. I am so proud of you, brother. You know, I know it's a struggle for you, just like it was a struggle for you probably in high school, probably throughout your whole life, you know what I'm saying, to get laid by a female. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, nigga, you macking with your pockets. Your superhuman powers, you trying to over there act like I'm wearing all black like Batman. You know what I'm saying? Trying to rescue, you know what I'm saying, some girl that's 21 years old. Always the 21-year-olds in the early 20s that you trying to be Captain Trick hero, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To, you know, pull up on these young girls. That's all it is, bro. Everybody saying your scam and your game. And I'm like thinking that you're a sensible man, that you could be talked to, things of that nature. But I'm just saying, hey, man, we're just going to call it for what it is, bro. You have already admitted that that's the type of time you on. You out there. And today, ain't nobody was fooled by that shit that you pulled, brother. Nobody was fooled by that shit. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm here to save the day and save her from sex trafficking. Where's your parents? Oh, where's your parents? I'm here to save the day. I'm here to save the day. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get more into that. But yeah, we do. I'm gonna show y'all that. I'm gonna show y'all with receipts. You know what I mean? The ghetto gagger situation. Matter of fact, since we on that, y'all may not know about this, you know. But O'Shea Dudrax Jackson already did a video. Homeless ghetto gagger. All right. So let me pull that up and I'm gonna show y'all with receipts. Okay. Now, this he did this about 10 months ago. This video got 339,000 views. All right. So it did pretty good. And this is O'Shea Du Jackson. And I'm not gonna play his video in whole, but he talks about, you know, he talks about dating. He's like kind of related to that Kevin Samuels sphere of the internet. So make sure y'all can see it and blow it up a little bit. And yeah, he talks about this ghetto gagger situation. And like two women, it can't be a coincidence that you, Marcus, you have two women. And look at the thumbnail. Now this woman is in a homeless situation. 31, one kid. I've done adult films with major studio dance and clubs, and still became blah blah blah. And look what Marcus is doing. Got her doing the slut shot, the booty shot, right here in the thumbnail. Okay. Now, bro, when you can say whatever you want to say about me and listen to whatever kind of that pedophile been over in y'all ear, acting as if like he got a tea or game, you know, a mentally ill pedophile. Like I will get into that too. But this is the thumbnail, bro. She in a desperate situation, but you want us to see that ass, okay? And this is Atlanta Street Interviews right here. This is yours, okay? Now let's go up here. This is O'Shea Du Jackson. You know,
The lifestyle.
All right. This is O'Shea Du Jackson, and my let me do this. This is O'Shea Du Jackson right here. Hopefully, if the audio wasn't bad, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? This is your second girl, like Candy, West Indie girl, whatever y'all want to call her today. That is, we see that he has a concurrent mindset with the young girls. Is being attracted to the sluts, the so-called sluts and whores. Okay? Now, the Candy girl on the Ghetto Gagger film has admitted that she is a slut. She's a whore. All right? She has not renounced that lifestyle. I'm not even hating on her, but that's, hey, it is what it is. It's part of the game. All right? But we're going to get it more into that. But I want y'all to see that I'm not just making stuff up on these people. Okay? We definitely not doing that. All right, so I'm going to go over here. And Sunnyi was saying some things. Sunnyi was over there talking about my peen. Saying that I don't have the peen. My peen ain't working because my girl is online trying to bother Marcus and some more shit. You know what I mean? And, you know. But we see that Sunnyi has put Octavius Prime on a pedestal. And, you know, it is what it is. And Sunnyi had a lot to say, and I'm not even mad about that. Like, my whole thing about with Sunnyi don't bother me at all with her commentary. She be trolling. And myself, I'll laugh at it. You know what I mean? I'll laugh at it. She's funny to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with her. I would just say, Sunnyi, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, don't be a doormat, though. You know, I mean, bro already said that, you know, he's going out on a date with somebody else and he's going to start dating within his age range. You know what I mean? And you know, that's his prerogative. That's what he wanted to do. But she did have a lot to say about Vibes Queen and that live stream that they did last night. So I'm going to let y'all hear a little bit of it. And I know she uses certain type of language that we don't really promote. We don't promote at all. You know, I'm referring to certain people, so I may pause it to skip it a little bit.
You a bitch that won't show your face. Vibes, queen. You pussy. I bet you if I mention your name, I ain't gonna get no views.
All right, she calls somebody a F word, so I'm gonna skip past that like a few seconds.
Nobody. You're a nobody, Vibes queen. I can't even I can't get no views off your name, ho. I just can't. I can't. You're a nobody, bitch. The fuck?
And she basically saying over there today, it's another clip I found. Thanks for those who sent this to me. It's another clip that we have where she's over there talking about, you know, Vibes Queen has been fired, or Marcus is done with Vibes Queen. So, you know, she said she talked to Marcus about it. I said, I talked to Marcus. So y'all gonna hear it for y'allself. This is a reaction video. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm not even getting paid on this video, y'all. So we're gonna have play this real quick. Under the guise of fair use, we're gonna play this for reaction purposes and reaction purposes only.
Marcus said he wasn't just getting rid of you. He getting rid of all his mods because he don't like the drama. So I understand why you over there crying wolf with King, faggot ass.
Wow. So, yeah, I was trying to skip past that, but we're going to play it out.
But you know you lying. Marcus ain't fucking handle you in any kind of way. He ain't try to fucking do you wrong, no nothing. He just simply said he ain't got nothing to do with whatever going on with me and you. And you're mad at that. That's what Marcus has been saying to me too. I'm not in that. That has nothing to do with me. I don't want no parts of that. I don't like dealing with drama. That's what he says all the time. So you're over there lying to your people, beloved. I don't know why you lying. Why is you lying?
Why you lying?
Fuck Marcus. Fuck Maud. Girl, Marcus been said fuck a Maud and fuck you too, bitch.
Wow.
Well, he ain't say fuck you. I said that. But, bitch. Oh, you mad because I reported you? I'm going to keep reporting you.
Okay, y'all, we back. You know, having a little hiccup there. We back, though. We back. But, yeah, so we seeing that Vibes Queen has been fired. And she's mad about it. You know what I mean? Somebody said we need to leave those folks alone. Like, hold up, bro. Let me say it's Jake Moron. Moron. We're going to say Moron. Says y'all need to leave them folks alone and move on to a different topic. I wasn't like, listen, today he brought up the fact that me and my girlfriend had a struggle Valentine's Day. Our Valentine's was beautiful. Okay. So let me show y'all that real quick. Our Valentine's was beautiful, man. You know what I mean? I wasn't over eyeballing his Valentine's situation, but you know, obviously he's feeling some kind of way about Kiki or something. Maybe he has the hots for her. They try to twist it and say it's all about Kiki's chasing behind Marcus. And like, let me just show y'all real quick. All right. Like, there was nothing struggle about our little getaway. Now, it was in my hometown. I can't help it that I live in paradise. You know what I'm saying? So I can't help that. How you doing, Sister T? All right. I can't help that I live in paradise. And my woman, like, she got her rose, got 2 dozens of roses, pink like her lipstick. You feel me? You know, it was very thoughtful of me, if I say so myself. Now let's go ahead and play it. Let me do this. Ocean Ave, this is Ocean Avenue, where Donald Trump lives. Okay? If you follow down this same road will take you to Mar-a-Lago. We are like a mile away from Mar-a-Lago, literally. Okay? So we're the billionaires. They're not millionaires. None of that little stuff. This is where the billionaires live. The Kennedys live in Palm Beach, have houses and mansions in Palm Beach, okay? So this is on the island of Palm Beach, beautiful, okay? And this is us at RH Rooftop, West Palm Beach. I mean, it's fly. It looks good. And my baby look good as fuck. Like, no hate.
Ooh, this is why I love you. Because
my woman look good.
Love me.
All right?
You love me.
So we wasn't at no Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no accounts of Octavius laid up in an Airbnb with supposed drug people that have drug issues. Okay. There's no woman coming out here saying, hey, Octavius is asking to be degraded and for her to act like a little girl. There's no account, Mark. There's no accounts of me being in your situation, brother. This is my situation, right? This what y'all seeing on the stream is my situation. RH Rooftop, okay? And it's beautiful. I mean, what's struggle about that? Okay? I haven't seen, for what I seen and heard was you and your girl, Sunnyi. You know what I mean? Y'all was up there in some, you basically don't know how to vacation. You go to a hotel, lay up in a hotel the whole time. You know what I'm saying? From what was shown. And then when you come home, you got your girl in the airport stewing in her own piss. And you want to say that my situation struggle. All right?
This is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me.
Okay.
You love me.
All right, let's go see some more of it. This is when we traveled to the Florida Keys. That's me out there swimming in the water, you know, with my big fat ass like a great seal, okay? But I can swim like a fish. There's a place called Coco, okay?
That's where you wanna go.
And that's where we went. We went there to get away from it all at the southernmost point.
Get away from it all. Bodies in the sand. Tropical drink melting in your hand.
That wasn't West Palm Beach, bruh. That was the Florida Keys.
We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of the steel drum band.
All right. Ooh, I wanna take you. Okay.
I mean, I don't even know why you girls bother at this point. Like,
that's me getting thrown about. Let's look at that. That's me getting thrown out there by the waves.
it's me. I win. You
This is in North Palm Beach right here, y'all.
lose. Oh shit.
When you saw that, Marcus, when you saw that, did you covet my woman, nigga? Is that why you mad? Gotta say Octavius a simp? That's why you know what I'm saying? You act like a whole stalker out here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You'll never measure up. I invited you to the link is pinned, homie, that you could have came up at any time talking that tough guy shit. You could have came up at any time and confronted me. I'm here. But when you call for me, I didn't call for you. I just gave commentary like any other person. You know what I mean? And don't be crying like, I don't beef. Like, I haven't beef with you. I haven't begun to start the beef with none of y'all. And I guess you're going to go over there to the retirement home of the beef sector to get some rando, mentally ill, on the DL brother that say he want to F kids. You know what I'm saying? Because you're mad that you don't have that. You don't have a beautiful queen like that. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, Sunnyi is a beautiful girl, but you don't measure up.
Yeah, I'm a bad. I'm a bad.
I was struggling about that. And we're gonna play a little. We stopped at Cheesecake Factory. It's probably the cheapest thing we did. All right.
You got it?
That's on our way to the Florida Keys, right there, Kiki Sandbar.
I got it. Sandbar. I barely got
it.
Okay, that's us on the island, Peanut Island, when we traveled over there on a boat.
What is this boat? It came over here.
So just call me whenever you're.
What struggle about getting on a boat? We on the boat, we in the water. All y'all see is the water in the background, Marcus. I didn't see none of that in the Aruba or wherever the hell you went. I wasn't even eyeballing your shit.
I be your friend, I could be your home. Someone to trust. You can.
All right. That's still us on the island right there. Okay. You know, I don't. They say I don't have a car. They're correct. And matter of fact, I have the title. It's paid off completely. No payments. Completely. Okay. None of that rent shit. Completely paid off. All right. But anyway, y'all get the point. My girl, beautiful. How you doing, Born Dog? How you doing, LTI? And who else we have? Arena Black. Shout out to all the new people. Yeah, it's no competition. I don't know why they tried. Like, we had other people try to compete. Like, bro, there's no competition when it comes to the primes. We are the primes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. I played. And the link is dropped. The link is already pinned for anybody that want to hit the link. Kiki, if you want to hit the link, come on up and we'll discuss it. But yeah, I want to get this out too. And you can hit the link in the meantime if you want to, baby. But I do want to discuss the Kenola situation. And, you know, I know Kiki played it already on her channel. But for those that don't know, because we got a stalker, me and her, we have a stalker. We have people that want to follow us around. So let me see if I got Kiki in the building. Hey, baby.
Hi.
Hey.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much. I'm glad that y'all are over here. You know what? I know my mic is loud, so I'm trying to keep it up.
Oh, it's good now. It's perfect now. Go ahead.
Okay. We were not even looking at any other vacation channels. It's the narcissism of it all. To think that we would plan a whole vacation, to think that I could just up and take time off from work, leave my underage child, and just drop all of my responsibilities to go on vacation because Marcus was going on vacation. It's just hideous. I guess I bought last minute plane tickets and just picked, we just gonna go off to the Florida Keys, and like, for what?
That'd be
we
like
never
$500.
We never compared. We never even talked about their vacation. We never did a review of their vacation. But Marcus is over there doing a review of our vacation. He's critiquing my body. I never critiqued Marcus' body. His height. He can talk about my height, whatever. He's critiquing my body. He's critiquing our vacation now. Saying that our vacation, what did he say? Dusty?
Dusty, yeah.
Is that what he said?
What was Dusty about the Florida Keys?
I wasn't in the airport cold and wet. I wasn't stuck in a room.
No, let's just keep it real. Not just cold and wet. In your piss. Okay?
Yeah.
You wasn't in your piss.
Yeah.
Right, go ahead.
I wasn't stuck inside inebriated the entire weekend. The most they did was went on one little outing, and he spent the whole time talking to somebody else. As I recall, when we were on the boat, it was just you and I on the boat, which I filmed it and put it on video, and I did that just for the length of a short. for YouTube, but we were enjoying each other. We don't compare ourselves to anyone, and that's why our relationship, our real relationship, not for content, but for real, has lasted a year. It'll be a year and 2 months. My boyfriend literally lives in Florida. That's where he
South
lives,
Florida.
Marcus.
Yeah.
That's where he lives. I understand that that is a dream getaway for you, and to you it's a big deal, and you're traveling. That's where he lives, sweetheart. So
I hate to cut you off, but I have shorts already where I'm going to the docks when I go to the walk down to the docks on a daily basis. Everybody see it. You know, I'm by the salt water every day. Like I live I can walk right now 20 minutes to the ocean. It's not far. Go ahead, babe.
Yeah, so anytime I go and visit my boyfriend, and I don't know if he's been watching the channel. I guess he hasn't been paying that much attention. But ever since I met Octavius, every other month, one of us is seeing the other one. He came here in August. He came here in November and spent the week. He came here in December and spent 2 weeks. Okay. Eventually, we got to get back to our regular life. Then we went there. I went there in February to see him.
Yeah.
For Valentine's Day. That's my boyfriend. And we're long distance. His birthday just passed. Guess what? Spring break is going to come up. I'll be there, in a week? I'll be back in Florida. Who am I copying off this time? We have a relationship. We want to see each other.
Yeah.
We don't need to. We didn't go to Jamaica. I went to where my man lives. He actually lives in paradise with his mom, according to people that you're listening to online.
Yeah. I mean, that shows desperation to try to have something on a person.
Yeah, Marcus mentioned that.
It's low key. It's low key. Yeah, it's low key trying to dox. It's not taken away from the fact when you made up with your girlfriend Sunnyi, you brought drugs to her home. You brought. I don't know if marijuana is legal in Atlanta.
I don't think it is.
Okay. I don't know if it's legal in Georgia, and I doubt if you had a medicinal marijuana card or whatever. I doubt that's the fact. But you bring in marijuana, you know what I'm saying, pills and potions to the situation, you know what I'm saying, to get you some pussy. Okay?
And cheap liquor, and she's always saying she's in pain, so that would lead me to believe that she's on some type of chronic pain medication, and probably all type of mental health medicines as well. And you're supplying her constantly with drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
From what we see on camera, or somebody is, you're encouraging it because you're partaking in the same things. But you're worried about me, who had a wholesome vacation, no alcohol, no drugs, no drama. I wasn't coming on live crying, saying that Octavius is doing this to me and Octavius is doing that to me. There was no tension. There was no fight. Everything was good.
Yeah. Well,
I saw dogs.
We had a great time.
Hold on, man. I saw dogs on the beach being treated better than Sunnyi was treated in St. Croix. I saw dogs literally on the beach, like laying there on a blanket. I saw dogs literally swimming in lakes like Rottweilers. I have it on my phone.
Oh, yeah, we have it. We actually have that.
If you can take a dog and lay them on the beach, why couldn't you take this woman that you flew all the way from Atlanta to have a great time? And from what I heard, she came out her purse. Now listen. I'm not saying a man's supposed to pay for everything. I don't have a problem coming out my purse. But if you promise me a trip, right? Yeah. Because you help vulnerable people and you wanted to do something special for her, then why was I coming out of my pocket for the trip?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just asking.
Yeah. And
since you want to compare.
Yeah, I mean, like Marcus, but like the thing is, I'm not on here using pills and potion, trying to play superhero, you know what I'm saying, to women, you know what I'm saying, for sex. That hasn't been the situation. As a matter of fact, the woman I have up here has put down drinking, stopped drinking when she got with me. and y'all want to bringing out these people, this pedophile earlier today that wants to talk about her past and things like that, her past failings. That has already been admitted. I mean, the thing is, if that's the case, if we want to hold people to that past within this sphere, then what's the whole purpose of even going out talking to the homeless at all? Because if that's the case, everyone's hopeless.
Every time he gets mad at one of those homeless people, he does throw their situation in their face because that's how he really feels about them. He has this superiority complex, and the reason he has that is because he has no faith or respect for the people that he deals with. So the homeless women that he put in his bed, I believe that he does talk down to them. He had the nerve to talk about a genre of YouTube that we found ourselves in when we first stepped onto the platform, acting as if that sphere of YouTube completely embodies who we are. Like, there's no room for growth. There's no room for anything else, because that's the type of person that he is. And that's why he's still doing the type of things that he was doing when he first got ran out of Atlanta. He's not expanded his content. He has not expanded like anything as far as resources, as far as pointing people in the right direction. Like today, he did a live, and I'm gonna just call a thing, and it was fake and phony. He acted like he was saving this girl from being trafficked, right? There was no sense of urgency when he went to the hotel. Her parents lived in Atlanta. He said he was going to take her home right up the street. If her parents lived right up the street and she had a cell phone to keep in contact with him and call him, why she couldn't use that same cell phone to call her parents? She got to call and let somebody know she's there. She can't just walk in. And if she had money to get a hotel, he went and picked her up from the motel. Why didn't she use that same money to just catch an Uber home if it was right up the street? And don't say that you were saving her from sex trafficking, because y'all was there at the room. The police were only called because she couldn't get back into the room. She couldn't get back into the room. So she wanted to the police was called on the hotel manager. Not any situation. He was trying to dry snitch on other people. Some hoes like being hoes, and that's their thing. Yeah. And he's talking about, I saw a prostitute. Just because you see a prostitute doesn't mean that she's being trafficked. Maybe that's her thing. Just like he likes drugs and alcohol. You know?
Candy, who y'all know, Candy is on video on the Ghetto Gaggers website, celebrating that she's a hoe. She's, I am a hoe, and I love being a hoe. Okay? And these are the women that you're attracted to, women that are just destroyed mentally. You know what I mean? And the thing is, we understand that people are out there homeless, and they're going through that thing. It's a lot of them are suffering from mental issues and things of that nature. But the truth is that you're an exploiter. And I'm not trying to make this top, but I'm gonna say what I gotta say because it's the truth. Marcus is an island boy. Okay? I live in South Florida. Okay? I'm native black. I got Black American Foundation, or whatever you want to call it, going back to slavery here to the 1500s here. Okay, in the United States of America, in the continental area, right? Even going back to Virginia and North Carolina, go back there hundreds of years. Okay, and the thing is, there is some of these guys that are from them places that feel like they're better than the Black Americans that mainly reside in those areas like Georgia. All right, and they have no problem exploiting a lot of you. They don't even look, a lot of these guys don't even look at themselves as me and you. Okay? They don't even look at you like they're your people. All right? And that's just the truth. So we're not seeing Marcus go to the Virgin Islands, Jamaica, from the place that he's from. You know what I mean? They're talking about putting out his people. Okay? He's not doing that. I have a part. I'm related to the islands too. My grandmother is from the Bahamas. Okay, that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm raised just like one of y'all. But I'm telling you, some of these people don't look at our people that are that main group of people that are being put up on these things. You know what I'm saying? That's being put up on these websites and on these videos and being exploited. You know what I'm saying? he may not even have a conscience that y'all are his people. Okay? Because a lot of the stuff that's happening, people got like these young girls mainly that are being put up on these websites are talking about all kind of explicit things that happen in their family. Some of them may have mental illness. Some of them may have schizophrenia, and they could be talking about family members that are totally innocent. You know what I'm saying? But in their mind, because they're mentally ill, they may believe these things have happened. You know what I mean? We don't know the psychological diagnosis of what these people are going through. You know?
And he said that he was in a 14-year relationship and he just loves the mother of his children, and she is the best woman on earth, and she has the best body, and she's the prettiest, but he never put a ring on it. He said it was couple goals. It's a goal. It's whose goal for their daughter to be in a relationship for 14 years, shacking up, giving this man babies and everything else, cooking his food, being everything that a wife is, but not being a wife.
He didn't even marry the girl. Well, I mean, that's his prerogative.
How is that couple goals? How's that relationship goals? It's not. It's gaslighting. Why couldn't you commit to her? If she was all this and all that, why didn't you make her an honest woman? Why did you make her a baby mama?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, guys, even with me and Kiki, you know what I'm saying, it's coming to a place where we got to take it to a more serious level. And I'm not announcing nothing here, but it's been almost a year, and I'm really seeing that it's a serious relationship. And I'm considering some things, you know what I mean? And, you know, that's for me and her to talk about, of course. But at the end of the day, you want us to try to act as if Octavius is little tink or some juvenile, ain't got shit together, ain't got shit going on. But you was with a woman for 14 years, and you know, that for your children, fed you, clothed you, and you never even popped the question. And it's the reason why a lot of us black men have the stereotypes that we have about us when it comes to what the tricking, okay? The tricking, the cheating, you know what I'm saying? The misogyny, you know what I mean? Like the whole thing is today, that shit was fake as fuck on that live that you did today. Okay? I usually don't watch you. I'm not that interested in you, Marcus. You know what I mean? I'm good with doing my shorts and whatever, but you called me out, and I'm gonna stand I'm gonna stand and protect my name and my woman. Okay? Now I know that when you came over there with those insults and talking shit, saying that I'm a simp, and I'm saying that you around here stalking poverty pussy. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And chasing behind retired over the hill mentally ill ghetto gaggers and parading them around. And we just showed earlier that you got them doing the twirl. This is the second girl that was on that website that you got her as a thumbnail showing her ass. But you're supposed to be so anti sex trafficking and things of that nature when a known prostitute, Lolly, comes out here and said that you wanted her to perform as a little girl, degrade you, and ask about another man's ask about Lewis's penis. Now that's not what Octavius is saying. Octavius has not come out here and said a motherfucking thing about you, sir. Okay, but your situation is what you have built up online is your situation is what the fuck you have built up online, not Octavius Prime. Octavius Prime has not done that. I was actually just saying to you that you're out here on this, you're becoming known as a sexual deviant. It's not going away. I'm not the one putting that out there to say, hey, you know, this is what I think of you. This is what is being broadcast from your own platform. Okay, when you disappear for days after having a ghetto gagger on your platform, and this is like it's almost sound comedic if you didn't even know that that's what I'm talking about. You had this type of person on your platform, and you had them multiple times. You have had women in your closet. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing came behind your one of your ex-girlfriends that was in your household that you put in a closet, that you asked her to, from what she said, to have an abortion. And Kiki saw all the evidence, and I said, yeah, it's good to stand up for that girl, baby, but she's gonna switch out on you. You know what I'm saying? Which she did, which the girl Yana did, right? And we still don't hate her. We wish her nothing but the best. But I understand how it is. The girl was in love with you. She wanted to defend you. And after that, after her showing her love to the point where she basically sacrificed her child for your love and because of your instructions, you go you go clout chase with an amputee and say it'd be good for views and great content if you date her. And ain't no man out here really calling you out on that shit. And so now that I'm calling you out on it, you know what I'm saying? And I just had something to say, a little bit to say, you all in your feelings, you know what I'm saying, talking shit, trying to bring some retired, beat up beef sector punk over here and try to echo what the hell he been saying when even the people in the beef sector he's not claimed in no beef sector. Okay? He's not even claimed in the beef sector. He's trash. He's a stalker for certain people that are in the beef sector. That's all he is. Okay? He's trash. Everybody knows that he says those things about children. And matter of fact, let me go ahead and play it real quick, baby. We'll get back on it. But since I'm on that point, because I love to give receipts on what I say. I don't want to just say things and not give nothing to back up what I'm saying. So we let y'all hear that guy Kenola that was on Bob's Queen channel today. I'm gonna let y'all hear that, and I'm.
Bitch, I said I was gonna piss in her motherfucking grandchildren's mouth. Bitch, I said what the fuck I said, and I ain't taking it back. Fuck y'all, and I ain't gonna take it back. I said I was gonna piss in them little bitches' mouth and walk the fuck off, and I meant every little word I said. Bitches ain't paying my bills. You think I give a fuck if y'all on here talking about I'm a pedo and I'm this and that? Bitch, fuck you. Call me a pedo, bitch. It is what the fuck it is. That ain't gonna stop me from saying what the fuck I want to say about that bitch ugly grandchildren and her retarded ass kids. I understand.
Bring over to the street sector for y'all. Okay, they're trying to bring this over because they're desperate. They think that some kind of way that this person is going to offset the behaviors that they have openly displayed out here on this platform. Okay, you back up, baby. I got you back on the stream. I know you're on mute.
Oh, okay.
You back up. All right, let me make sure that I'm on stream with you. Oh yeah, I'm here. All right, but yeah, that's what he said. Okay. Now we've been conquered those people that back him up. We've been been there, done that type of situation. Vibes Queen was over here as my sergeant in arms. Vibes Queen got her channel started through me. Vibes Queen didn't have no traction, no channel. She popped up with 2,000 subs. It wasn't until she came to Daddy Prime, okay? And then when I got with Kiki, she was over there up under Kiki, and we would share her stuff together when she went live. And she was over here fighting in the beef sector. You know what I mean? I was sojourning in the beef sector at the time. You know what I mean? I've been on platforms with people that was on platforms for over a year or two with the queen of the beef sector. Okay. In and out, I travel around, but I was known a lot over there. That's just the truth about it. So if she wasn't beef sector, she damn sure was prime sector. Okay. And when she got her channel started, she come knocking on that door saying, "Can you share me out?" And I have no problem. I don't hold nothing about sharing. I share everybody out. They say I give out too many moderator sticks, but I made her a top mod. You know what I mean? I showed her nothing but love, and the woman turned on my girlfriend. Okay? So I had to let her go. But I had a first, Marcus, and then after you knowing that, you embrace her and make her your top moderator after our tapes.
That was to spite me. because he had an issue with my commentary that I was doing. She already slid in his inbox just like this little gutter rat that you just showed on the screen. So that was just to spite me. That whole situation. Why, out of all the people that watch him, all the people that jump in his chat, all the people that support him, he picked the person that was my adversary to be his moderator. Come on, that's
He's a spiteful little bitch.
blind man can see that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a spiteful
Yeah,
little
he's
bit.
spiteful. He's bitter. He's angry.
Yeah.
Instead of critiquing our commentary, he critiques things like our vacations. He critiques things like he wants to talk about his vehicle. Like, Marcus, let me tell you something. I've had a vehicle since I was 15. I didn't have a driver's license. So, to me, bragging about things like cars is just child's play. Like, every car I've wanted, I guarantee you, I've had it or I've been behind the wheel of it for more than a day or so. So there's nothing impressive to me about a vehicle that loses value every day, that's out exposed to the elements every day. There's no nanny boo boo in that. You live in an apartment, it's not yours. It can be taken away at any time. Especially with you bringing all them random people there, putting other people's safety in danger, people that you know nothing about. That's not a flex to me because you're paying a house note to live in an apartment complex that has an opening at the top. That, to me, that's senseless. That doesn't make any sense. And your excuse for not purchasing a home is because you just got out of a relationship. You still have children. You still need a place to dwell. You're still throwing money into an apartment. Don't try to look at me and try to assess my situation. See, I raised my daughter where I wanted to raise my daughter, but that didn't mean I wanted to invest in property here. But don't try to use my excuse now. It's too late. You don't have to come up with your own. Your excuse was you just got out of a relationship, so you ain't want to be. Child, please.
LGI said he can't talk putting homeless women in closets.
Period.
Yeah. So we just laughing at everything, you know what I mean? We seen the play, we seen Ken pop up, you know what I mean, from the beef sector, you know, a bastard of the beef sector. He's not even claimed over there. You know, bro can't even get 300 views to save his life at this point. He may get some views now that he's being mentioned. But we got him.
But the people that support him, I don't want to share the same supporters of him. So if you're supporting him, I never tell people, oh, you can't go here, you can't go there. But if that's the type of person you want to support, you can excuse yourself from being around me. If you're going to support Kenola, the person who victimized me and my daughter and multiple other women on this platform, then you can find someplace else to hang out. I won't be offended at all.
Yeah. I mean, a man that claims to be the beef sector is made and created for women, mainly LGBT and gay men. Okay. And we have seen some receipts that show we have people that are gay men from the beef sector said that, you know, this guy was sliding up in the DMs. You know, that's how this is what they're saying about Ken. All right. Ken has also stated that he would stick 9.5 inches of D in a child's butt. Okay. There's plenty of receipts out there about this guy saying awful things about children. And for the street sector, we know that you guys are very sensitive and very empathetic to people in dire straits. And Marcus' excuse for even asking the questions about sexual abuse and sexual trauma, this is what he pretty much his premise of saying it is to understand how did people end up here. Where for someone that actually is saying that they are on that type of time to prey on children openly, and for you guys to sit there and embrace everything they have negative they have to say about myself and Kiki and anyone else that they pretend that they know. I think is very hypocritical. I think it's a shot of desperation at the end of the day to try to pull this person in to listen to anything they have to say about myself and Kiki at any point. Okay. He claims that he knows Kiki. The guy doesn't know Kiki. The guy has also even talked about he's mentally ill and that he had to take he's not on his medication. Okay.
I want to say something right there too. I showed this on my live, but I didn't think about it, but I just found this. The dude said he's known me for 5 years. I showed on my live where my channel just started in March of 23. Anybody can go and look at my live and see that it started in March 23. Here is the first text message from this guy. It shows you that it's February 22nd, 2023. He was calling himself Kiki, and my name, is Kiki, Kiki. So I don't know
He's
if
a
you can
man
see
that called
it.
himself Kiki.
Right. So I'm in the green. He's in the black. That's February 22nd, 2023. It says, "Hi, beautiful. This is Kiki." And I said, I don't know if you can see it. I said, hold on.
Yeah, they can see it.
Okay. I said, "Hi, Kiki." And then I said, oops, I mean Kiki. I said, "Hey, Kiki." And I spelled it like I spelled my name. And then I said, oops, I mean Kiki. I don't know why the light is a glare. But anyway, just to show you that. And then he started with all that. Okay. That was in February. I'm immediately talking about what happened. I hadn't even started my channel yet. Said I'm done with the YouTube stuff. It really triggered me. You can read it, Octavius.
Oh, it's better. Just can read it off, baby. We see it. As long as they got it.
I have people in my house, so
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what it says, and it was because of what happened. That's what happened. That's where he got in and went into the manipulation after that.
Yeah, I got you, Queen. I promise. I see that part.
Yeah, so that's where it all started.
Yeah, and if I mean,
But
sure
he's talking about it's been 5 years. I didn't know him for 5 years.
No, you
I
didn't know him for 5
speak to him
years.
for 5 years. I had heard of him, but I didn't speak to him. I didn't know him, and no. And welcome to the show, Leek.
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing? How you doing?
Good.
We
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you just fine. Leek, you're familiar with this guy, Kenola News,
Unfortunately.
who is an self-admitted pedophile.
Yep.
Can you tell us what you know of him and what those experiences are?
Ooh-wee. Oh man, I need like a week of shows 24 hours a day to be able to really go in, like I would want. But what I know about Ken is a stalker, and Ken began to stalk you. And that's just period. I watched it go down because I've known. Now, he may say he's known you for 5 years. I know that's not true. I've known him for 5 years though. And the same behaviors that he has displayed with you, he has displayed with me. He just doesn't like it because I got back on his ass like hardcore, really hardcore. And he thought running to do an interview the other day or whatever was going to really do something to me. Like I'm supposed to be scared or something like that. Nobody on these streets scares me. He's a very disrespectful person. He says the most egregious things about people's children. Not to mention the fact there are things in his personal life. One story in particular that I won't go into too many details, but I know of a young boy in New Orleans that has made accusations against Ken, but he claims he was just helping the young boy who didn't have a mother and a father. You know, and it's like if people would take the time to actually do their research, they would know who they're dealing with. Now, I'll say this like I said it on my platform the other day. He's going to turn on each and every person he befriends. He's using you for the moment, and he's going to turn on you. And when he does, I'm going to be right there doing commentary.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna turn.
He's gonna turn. And I
Oh
am
yeah.
referring to VS Icon, if anybody's wondering. Now,
Oh
there
yeah.
was a time that, and Octavius, you know this, Kiki, you know this. There was a time when I was playing neutral ground there. I didn't speak on that lady, none of that. But, you know, she's been throwing shots at me. And so, hey, I likes to throw them back. So, like I said in my video before, it's whatever. Seriously,
Yeah.
it's whatever. The moment you decided to go up there and do that stupid interview and push all those lies out on me was the moment that you effed up.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I want you to talk to me about it because I know they probably her and Kiki may have some issues,
And I don't
Yeah.
want her, and
Yeah.
I don't want the
Yeah.
people here
Yeah.
going to. That's a whole nother train wreck. I don't even want them trying to follow her or figure out who she is. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just had me hot just because of, you know, how that all went down the other day. And that's what he does. He does like these campaigns. He'll go
Well,
around like
well,
he
I'll
said
say this much, and I'm not gonna call no names, but that particular, I don't know if you know, but there's been accusations of a particular woman making uh, pedophile statements against another woman's daughter.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh my
That she,
God.
yeah, and that's how that person even got a restraining order
Oh
on it.
my
Yeah.
God. Okay.
The lady
See.
from Chicago got a restraining order on that person because of pedophile statements. Okay, so these
Wow.
people are protective of each other. It's not just men out here, you
It's
know.
the
And
women.
yeah, and the thing is, what really surprised me about, you know, I move around all sectors, so I can't. That's hard for me to tell you where I'm from. But
Mm-hmm.
what was really perplexing to me was a lot of older women that and
God women.
victims
Yep.
of who claim men that were victims of child molestation
Mm-hmm.
defending this person to the
Yep.
almost to the death. Okay,
Yep.
and what it is they have went out their way to protect this individual, and it perplexes me that they would actually do that. But then I started to understand that there was some history with a lot of people that are females, that are women, that are into that same type of deviant mindset.
Not
So,
only that deviant mindset, but it's like they're victimized.
mhm,
You know, it's like some women like abuse.
yeah,
Some women like to be abused, unfortunately, and they
hmm,
don't feel 100% unless that's, you know, what's going on. And I think it's a mix of both, but I agree with you. I
yeah,
absolutely agree with you on that. And it's sad because I don't understand how he pulls all these people to coddle him the way that they do and to make excuses for him. You know, I could say a lot, but I said it all on my channel. You
hmm,
know, I think about things
yeah.
that
Y'all
were
make sure
said.
y'all sub to Leak You. Check your channel out. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I know you have a moderator, so you can drop your link. And I make sure
Oh yeah,
you
no
sub
problem.
to make sure y'all sub to Leak You. She's a channel friend. You know what I'm saying? She's a friend of the Prime Sector,
Definitely.
most definitely.
And wasn't
And
nothing gonna change. I was always
mhm,
gonna be friendly with you guys. Like that was never gonna change, no matter
mhm,
who felt a certain kind of way. And people always are like, "Oh, well, you know, you're only doing that because you don't like Ken." You know, no, I've known about Kiki long before. You know, Ken, I've known
yeah,
about Octavius long before, or, you know, in the early times, and probably watched you guys more than I watched him. And that's just the truth of the
yeah,
matter.
yeah,
So he's just somebody that likes to attack women and children in the most egregious ways. And frankly, you know, I hope I hope nothing but the best. I'm not gonna wish
mhm,
anything bad on anyone, but I hope nothing but the best. But the best thing that could ever happen to Kenola News is for him to go to prison for some of the things that he has done and said out here.
Yeah.
He has a
Yeah.
lot of secrets we don't know about, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chanel came up and spoke about how he's been harassing her and how he posted the blinds, a picture of the blinds up on
Oh
his
my
community
God.
wall because she lost her baby to an accident that the baby had being choked by the blinds,
You see
and
how cold that
he
is?
tagged her name like don't be like Chanel, keep your babies away from the blinds. That was just very disgusting.
Oh,
That
someone
is
saying that totally lost. So let me catch him up real quick.
yeah.
So Vox Queen, for those that don't understand why we're even talking about this trash, Kenola, Bob's Queen, who was a moderator of mine and a sometimes even a co-host of mine, fought against Kenola, who she said she hate people that drag kids and talk negative about kids.
And I have a video that she posted in my defense. I have that video.
I remember her. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember her in her issue
Chanel,
with
the
Ken.
link is pinned if you want to come up.
Hey, Chanel.
Hi, Chanel.
Chanel did call me and I was out like a light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she called me. She's like, "Are you coming?" I'm like, "What? I don't know. I just woke up. I woke up again and I hit the DMs and I'm like, "Oh crap."
Yeah.
I missed
Here's
I
the
missed the party.
sorry.
Oh, you
Here's
got
the
to share something?
video that Vibes Queen posted.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm not even sharing it. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Exposed. Okay, there it is. Here's the video that Vibes Queen posted. She was in my defense and she was exposing this guy, Kenola, the same one that she had up on her platform to lie on me today. She posted this video to let everyone know that he was making threats against me. As you can see, this is from Vibes Queen channel herself. She uploaded this.
Hold
Kenola
on.
threatened Miss
She
Kiki.
interviewed Kenola today. Are you serious right
She
now?
let him come on her platform and tell all types of lies on me to say that he's known me for 5 years. And I don't know what else he said, but it was just I know it was all lies because I don't have any ties to this guy. I've never
Right.
seen him in person. I've never been in the same room with him. I don't know any of his family. He doesn't know any of mine. I don't know why I only talked to him for those 3 months through telephone and online, and it's almost been a year and he just will not stop talking about me. I don't know why.
Hey, it's been 4.5, 5 for me, and look how he's still going on me.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Look how he's still
interviewed
going on me.
so Vibes Queen did interview Ken today.
I am quite surprised to hear that, Octavia.
She acted as if this guy was just someone sweet from the beef sector. Vibes Queen was our number one tracker of this guy. She was there watching all the lives.
Yes.
She was watching all the lives. She was providing probably 80 to 90% of the receipts on some of the clips and things that he was saying.
I
about
have more
his kids.
receipts from Vibes Queen. Let me pull up those receipts. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
just a
Vibes
couple
Queen
of
is the
them.
receipt queen. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, because I didn't have time to pull everything, but I sent myself. Hold on, did I? Oh, it's
And
in
I
my
mean,
other email.
been over there to her platform, commented under her videos and everything. So I'm really taken aback by that. But that's typical West Bank twerker behavior because right now he does not feel like he's winning. He feels like he's losing. He realizes that interview he did the other day did him no justice. The chat went in on him. And he's not getting the love that he so desperately wants. So he's going to continue to do these interview campaigns and go from content creator to content creator to content creator.
Well, you got to understand that the street sector and Marcus pseudo blames pedophilia on people being homeless. That's why he even asked us this. So that's his reasoning for asking.
Or people being homeless because of that.
You're being homeless because of childhood sexual trauma. So for him to come over here and be a self-admitted pedophile and to be known for stalking women, the things you've said openly online, and for Marcus to listen to this guy, it shows to me hypocrisy at its finest.
With no shame. He has zero shame.
Yeah. Zero
Yeah,
shame. He was
look at these receipts right here. They don't particularly say Vibes Queen's name, but they're directly from her, and you can tell by the format, the way that she creates her thumbnails, that these belong to Vibes Queen. Are you showing it right now?
all right. Let me see. Cree said she was over there with Cookie Monster at one point. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so she made this thumbnail, and
Mhm.
this was live, and it says Kenola threats towards Miss Kiki Prime Baby. Now that's not the same one that I just showed you with the pink castle
No,
and all of
that was
that.
July.
That was
July.
July, and this is
Mhm.
August. Then here's another one again, July 28th. And see, her views were low, but she was doing all of this, and this was just something real quick that I grabbed and put in my email. But there's so much more that I could pull. That Vibes Queen was supporting me against him. She knew this guy was stalking me. She knew this guy was manipulating photos. She knew this guy was lying, making up allegations about my underage child, and she said that she was against it. So for her to put him on his platform, I haven't done anything to Vibes Queen for her to hate me that much to where she goes against all of her morals and values and everything that she claims to stand for by putting this child who has violated your grandchildren and children leak, Chanel's child,
Yep.
rest in peace, that poor baby, and so many other people on this platform. He has admitted to being a predator, and for her to attach that to Marcus's brand is just weird to me, especially with everything that Marcus is already being attacked for.
Wow. Just wow. I'm taken aback by that, but just because of what I knew before on, like you said, the videos that she's made, the community post after community post after community post that I've seen her, write up. And unfortunately, this is what we're going to witness. This is what we're going to see. He is going to continue to do this. I've seen him do it 1,000 times. I've seen him. What he wants to do is he wants to make people hate you.
Yeah.
That's his goal. He
Mhm.
wants, and that, to me, it's like, it's satanic. It's
Yeah.
satanic. But he wants to make people hate you, and he thinks he's going to be successful in doing so. He hasn't been successful in doing it with me. He may have got a few people to dislike me, but they ended up liking me in the long run
Yeah.
because they realized that he's nothing but a liar.
He's a liar.
Period.
And it made me feel some type of way because, I have people that really was questioning me. Well, why would he hate you so much? Why would he be going this hard? And so this is the only reason that I did these lives, because I'm like, listen, I've been honest about everything. Do you think it's easy to get up and say, hey, listen, I was drinking and I was
No.
a piece of shit? It's
Nope.
not easy to just get up and just say that every day. So I've been open and honest about everything. I wouldn't lie about anything, especially when it comes to him.
But
Like, there's
he
no
has
need.
not. He has not been
He's
open
not
and
been
honest.
open
He
and
likes to
honest about
drink.
nothing.
And you might as well admit it, Ken. You do like to drink. I've heard you. I've heard you drunk several times. You like to drink. You like to get down. You like to party. All that type of stuff. So when are you, instead of trying to make fun of someone who's trying to make, do something right in their life, why don't you be honest about what you got going on in yours?
He's mad. He got mad the day that I started talking to Octavius because his money that I was sending him was cut off. And then he didn't have any real storyline. So that ended.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
Yeah.
been stalking me ever since.
He couldn't get a new iPhone.
Yeah, this is Vibes Queen on the panel with me right here. Without saying this is the B sector, so it's
Yeah, and then the whole thing, it came out. This nigga really do got man boobs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we talking about Jay Wilson.
You know what I mean? Doing all this weirdo shit. They
Let's
said
see.
he had something to say about me having titties and probably around here taking that goddamn Michael Jackson song.
Me stop. I don't want to rehash nothing, but yeah. So you see up there on the panel, and I privated a lot of these lives, and a lot of these lives. This her right here said, "Hello, Octavius. I hope you're doing well. Stay safe. Did Kiki make it home safe?" This her right here in the comments right here.
Talk about a flip flop. That's your classic flip flopper. For numbers.
Yeah.
For numbers.
Yeah.
Period. And that's sad. When people compromise their moral compass for clicks and views. I just find that to be one of the most saddest things ever. I will never compromise my moral compass for clicks and views and
Yeah.
numbers. Never. It is going to be what it's going to be. And, you know, if you've attacked my family, you know, blase this, blase that, it's going to be forever with you till the
Yeah.
casket drops.
Yeah,
There's
and
never, you know,
what's
period.
surprising to me is that these people are acting as if this guy has some credibility.
Zero.
Yeah, some credibility. He's been in the shadows, because I've heard Sunnyi and Marcus make references to the things that's echoed from him in that little small section of the B sector that he is related to. I wouldn't even say that he's from, you know, because they don't even claim him, to be honest.
Heck no, who would? He tried to make his way over to the Mo 3 sector because the beef sector didn't want anything to do with him. He had already ran through all of them people.
Yeah.
You know, and he keeps trying to make his way through all these sectors, and it's so funny because they all see the same thing. But he never has that same kind of energy and smoke for any men.
No,
because he's an abuser.
He loves to get behind. It's like even when I did the videos on it, I put a lot of stuff on private. And those videos were successful. I got videos doing thousands of views on my beef sector time or whatever. You know, like that video I just showed y'all was like 2.2 thousand. But
let me. I don't mean to interrupt. Somebody in the chat, they keep saying, "I wish I knew what the beef sector is," and I'm trying to say, no, you don't.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Stay far away.
You're gonna get doxxed. I'll just say that.
Stay far away. You don't want to know what it is. You don't want to know it. Just stay away from there.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, you don't. At one time, back before the beef sector was like named a beef sector, they were talking about this one channel, and I didn't know where it was, and I wanted to find out, like, what is this channel? I've regretted it ever since.
Man, ain't it funny how that happens?
Yeah.
Like they talk about handicapped people, like
nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. As you can see, children.
The dead.
He still has a platform over there. He still has people that comment under his videos. He still have people that put him on platforms with all the things that he said about children. He's accepted over there.
That's right.
That's the place you don't want to be.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it's like they can say anything about you, do anything to you, and they're still able to exist.
Yeah, like someone like Sunnyi wouldn't give a fuck.
They wouldn't care.
At all.
They wouldn't care.
You don't want that type of energy, y'all.
No.
And
they
you
would
really
talk
don't.
about her. Like, they're the type, like, over there, like, he posted a picture of blinds. This lady tragically lost her 1-year-old that way. And he's still allowed to roam over there in spaces and in chats. And he gives his videos and people still go watch him. Like, who wants to be affiliated with that type of individual?
And accidents like that happen so many times a year. That's what makes it so stupid. He's such an idiot because it is a known fact. And blind makers have made changes to these to the ways these blinds are made because of these poor accidents that have happened. It can happen to anybody.
Anybody.
So to do that, like, I know Chanel's gonna like dislike dude for the rest of his life. You know, how can she not?
And Vibes Queen
stuff.
People that don't know Vibes Queen, they don't know that she took a woman whose mother is deceased. She took the picture of that woman's mother, whether you like that person or not. This is wrong. And she put maggots around the deceased lady's casket and in the casket on the picture and posted it to her community wall and video covers for months.
Is it a beef sector content creator?
She says she's not beef sector, though. This is this whole point. And that's why she had Kenola, of all people, to give her credibility on her panel to say that she's not beef sector.
Yeah, I'm more seasoned with the beef and stuff. And when I like I was the anchor last year for.
Okay, hold on. Leak
Go
you.
ahead.
Can you answer that question for the YouTube detector SV? He said, so Vibes Queen can't get vindicated by someone you don't care for. I don't think they heard this whole conversation. So can you?
Okay, so Vibes Queen can't get vindicated by someone you don't care for. Listen, I'll put it to you like this. If Vibes Queen wants to be vindicated by a pervert, all right, who said he wants to put a penis down a 3-year-old child's mouth and urinate, who said that he wanted to put 9.5 inches of peen in a young boy's bottom, knew the cereal that he ate, knew the cartoons that he watched, said that he wanted to army, said he wanted to sell the tape, said he wanted to send pictures of my children and grandchildren in jail. Listen, if that's who she wants, to be vindicated by, be my guest. That's my answer to that. So that's a stupid question. So there is my answer to that.
Yeah, and I think this person is a troll anyway because their questions are just getting more and more stupid. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and put you out like you're a baby.
I
You know
mean,
what
you
I
gotta
mean?
understand there's more to it than just whatever Vibes Queen went through. Vibes Queen is new. She just came around like late last year. She hasn't been around 5 and 6 years like I've been. She
Right.
doesn't know him the way that I know him. And
Right.
he used her. So if she wants to be vindicated by someone who's used her, then be my guest. And how many subscribers does she have? I'm just curious, what, around 1,000 or so?
No, she because she went over there. Now look at this, Leak You. I left the sector and I went and I started reviewing Atlanta street interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Vibes, who used to be my moderator, which I was beef sector, but she used to be my moderator, but she said she wasn't beef sector. Okay. I was full on beef when she was my moderator. I was going to court in California, but she's not. Okay. All right. Fine. So she went over there to Marcus and pretended to be his biggest fan. And she was the very first moderator that he crowned. That's not coincidence. Marcus didn't like me reviewing his content, and he knew that Vibes Queen and I did not get along. She made it known. She reached out to him. She put his face on a video of what Marcus had to say to his haters, and it was, something derogatory towards me. And so there she ended up over there as his moderator. So her numbers went up. She started to get views now.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now people pay attention to her.
The typical playbook, huh? That
Yeah.
typical playbook that we see YouTubers play all the time. It saddens me to see her compromise her moral compass, though, for someone like Kenola. That saddens me.
My
Because
thing
I thought
is,
she was, one of those that was against that completely. But I
yeah,
guess numbers talk, huh?
numbers
Instead of
talk.
money.
And my thing
Let me
is,
do a hold up, babe. Let me do a commercial break. Guys, if you're enjoying, I'm not even asking for no cash app, super chats. Just hit that like button and we will continue. Thank you. Go ahead.
and my thing is, YouTube is a very large place. Why do these
Very.
people feel the need to follow what I'm interested in?
That part. I look at it the same way. The beef sector, it's a community of people, just like we have the black sector, the Mo3 sector, all of these sectors, but they're not big enough for me, not for the type of content that I do. I'm doing content across all sorts of areas. I would be dumb to pin myself into one community
Right.
and claim it.
Right.
No, I am my own sector. Period.
Yeah.
It's always been that way. It will always be that way.
And
Thank
so
you.
I like to say too, this street sector, there were channels and people that watched his I would say Marcus's interviews and stuff like that. But my channel was the first channel to put him on there and then put somebody on my channel that brought all of these things to him about to light that he was doing with the homeless people. So my channel is what sparked like a lot of the conversations and started a lot of the live chat for what I call the street sector, because we're not just going to focus on Marcus. It's all things street. But right
Yeah.
now we're focusing on that clown. So why would you come to a sector that I created and make yourself a staple there? If you want nothing to do with me, you don't like me, why, out of all of YouTube, all the topics, all the channels you could have gone to, why do you, a person who I fired as a moderator, end up being a moderator for the person who was on my channel that basically provides content for this sector right now? Why
Because
would you
that's
do
their
that?
typical play. Like, why? What is it with these moderator wrenches, Kiki and Octavius? People really get in
I
their feelings
don't.
over these
I never
wrenches.
got no. Listen, I never got traction being a moderator. Nobody's mod. That ain't never
Right.
been. It like I just got on here and just got in. Just found myself in some haphazard shit and had to fight my way out of it a few times. And people got to know
Right.
me. That's all I did. But the wrench thing, you know what I mean? Some people are like I would say she got up under me. She did a good job of getting up under me and snuggling up under me and
Hey, whoa, bro. She
hold on.
she ain't she ain't chill out with all that. She ain't get up under you and no
Oh,
snuggles and
okay.
all that.
Oh, how you doing, Chanel?
That was
But
so cute.
yeah,
That was so cute.
she got
When are
with
y'all
me
gonna get married? When are y'all gonna get married?
If
Is
you
the
like the thing, you
question.
should have put it
soon
in.
and very. We just said. But let me say this. I'm gonna let Chanel speak. But the thing
Hi, Chanel.
is, she got when she
Hey.
came over here, she claimed to be wounded. I was beefing with ZX at the time. Then me and ZX had a truce. Then she got sour about that, and then she started complaining about LGI, who was in the chat. She kept talking about LGI this, LGI that, LGI. Every day it was about, LGI said something about somebody, da da da. LGI. And then I said, okay, let you, and just like Sunnyi and her have a beef right now, the original beef was between LGI, who is my moderator, and still gonna be my moderator. It was the original beef between her and her and Vibes Queen and LGI. And I said, well, listen, can you just come to my channel and just get along with LGI? Just let it be. LGI is cool. But she kept going. LGI was being more than reasonable with her, bearing with her. And then I just say, you know what? And then it got to Kiki. It was just complaining and bitching and moaning.
Yeah.
Infinitum. You know what I mean? And eventually I said,
And then she started making videos. She started making videos on her channel. I don't appreciate this and I don't appreciate that about us, and community posts to where, okay, we just couldn't ignore it anymore. We just let her go from both channels.
That sounds like the right thing to do to me. But Chanel, hey, I'll let you speak. I've been up here talking, running my mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab me some juice. Hey, Chanel, welcome back.
Yes, I'm good. I was just doing some house stuff, but I came up here because I wanted to touch on, you said the Vibes Queen was advocating for you, and then she switched and went with the pedophile. So, it's a lot of people. I learned the hard way. People act like they cool with you and they'll advocate for you, defend you, even though you don't ask them to. They just automatically wanted to do it for
That's
whatever
what she did
reason.
to me, Chanel. I had to cut you off. That's exactly what she did. She just came over and I'm supporting Octavius Prime. Octavius Prime. Yeah.
It's called windmilling.
Yeah.
Windmilling for you, right? And now all of a sudden you went to the other side. Now, it's like you don't know who's genuine, and they ruin it for a lot of people for you to have trust for other people. Not saying you're going to be their friend or be close with them in real time, but still to even have a conversation, because you don't know if you're going to play in my face, you're going to play on my top, or you going to say I did this, you're going to start talking about my kid, and so on. Like, people are weird, and we can want the answers to it, but in reality, we'll never find out the reasoning behind why people are doing what they're doing and why they are weird like that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
just
it is weird. It's like this woman, after we let her go off of our channels, I kid you not, she made community posts about me daily. She talked about me from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. She made videos about me daily. She screenshotted any comments that I made under anybody's channel, under anybody's video, and she came back and she made commentary. She did it for months, and I
gotta
ignored
say
her.
this. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Kiki, but I know the answer to it. Once she got what she thought she could get out of the situation, she decided that her next move was to move on, because part of the clout chasing playbook is you try to get in good with the content creator. You get as much as you can, as much recognition as you can. You get up on their platform as many times as you can. You get them to say your name as many times as you can. But it's, after a while, when it's not when you're not recognizing them every day or as often as you used to, they flip,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
I can
they
see that
will
too.
get more numbers flipping on you, talking
Yeah.
smack, than they will if they stick around.
Right.
And, and
Right.
that's the playbook. And then they'll
Yeah.
do it again. They'll flip again, and they'll try to come back when they realize that when they flipped on you,
Yeah.
that they got nothing from it. And if you do it just right, when you deal with a flip flopper, because I'm dealing with one right now, I never advertise that lady's name. I always hide it, blah, blah, blah. And it has limited the number of subscribers she's gotten. She can't even pull 50 views on a video.
Well, see what she did. She went over. I interviewed Marcus. Okay. When I went and interviewed Marcus, she pretended like she was so interested in his commentary. She got up under his comments. I'm sure she reached out to him on Instagram or something. So the moment that there was tension between me and Marcus, or my channel and Marcus, what she do? She slid right in. So Marcus has what? 500,000 subscribers on Facebook and over 200,000 on YouTube. So she got her numbers off of Marcus. She started
Right.
fighting with his girlfriend Sunnyi.
People do everything for drama
Oh
to get
yeah.
numbers.
Oh yeah. Let me
Like
let y'all. I
everything.
think I have that clip where she's Sonny's over there talking, saying, "Vibes, queen."
I won't show your face. Vibes, queen.
You won't show
You
your
what I
face, vibes,
say?
queen. Well, go ahead, y'all.
What I can say is about Leak You, when that pervert ran that play to get us into it. When she realized, and I can say I respect her wholeheartedly, when the people, all my ops, ran to her, giving her false information and lies, she could have easily ran with that. When we did get into it, she did not bring up my children, and she didn't bring up the demise of my daughter. And then when she found out everything was going on, she was like, I'm gonna take the video down,
Yep.
and we had a conversation. So everybody is not
And that's all I
demonic.
ever wanted, really. But I was, I get hot, I get mad, and
Yeah.
I'm reading this, but
We thought I was coming for your family,
yeah.
nephew.
But
Yeah.
Ken is such a liar, and it's like
Yeah.
I should have even known better. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But I'm grateful to Chanel that she hasn't held that against me. Me and her can get on a panel, we talk. I mean, it's crazy, but when you're dealing with the beef sector, every friendship starts off with a fight, with a
Yep.
beef of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
That's been my experience. So
I mean,
it's
I was beefing with everybody.
I know, right? I think I've had it out. I think I've had some words with dang near everybody over there too. Everybody over there has something nasty to say to me.
Yeah, I've
Oh yeah.
literally fought everybody in the beef sector. I've had
Mhm.
a fight. I had a falling out with everybody. The only person that I did not have a fallout with is one. I'm not gonna say his name because I'm not saying people's names, but it's one guy. He's liked by a lot of people. I never had a falling out with him.
Oh, yeah, I think I may know who you're talking about, but,
Yeah.
it's crazy because when, you do have a falling out, like Chanel was saying, everybody's all the ops, they mamas, they cousins, they
Yeah.
brothers, they sisters, their nieces, their nephews are going to come. And you
Yeah.
should have seen the DMs that day when that stuff happened, Chanel. It was I don't even read my DMs like that. That was the only
I
time in, like,
completely
5 years that I actually read, I'm going through this, like, "What is all this?" But at the same time, I had been there before. I remember my introduction into the beef sector, so I knew that, like, 99% of the people that's coming up in here are full of shit. A lot of this stuff has probably already been said out on the streets. They want me to
Yeah.
do their dirty work for them, type
Yeah.
of blah, blah, blah. And there was a
Uh-huh.
couple people that got mad at me because
Yeah.
I was going to not go the direction they wanted me to go. Like, if you don't go live and say it like this and say it like that and blah blah blah, it's like you don't own me.
Here's the thing about the beef sector. Here's the thing. When it's crazy because I was having a beef. No, it was two content creators. They didn't beef. They didn't like each other. They were beefing hard, and I mean hard. They did not like each other. But I was neutral with both of them. I liked them both. As soon as I fell out with one, the other one who I was cool with went and started being cool with that one that I fell out with and just start hating on me.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
The ops will definitely link. You know that people do not like each other, right? You know they don't like each other because they ain't fought with each other. But as soon as you get into it with one of them, they run to each other. It's hilarious to me because y'all really don't like each other.
Yeah.
But y'all coming together because y'all have to pile up for me. I don't pile up. Period. I can stand on my own. But it's hilarious. Yeah.
That's why I tell everybody, like, never fight the beefs of other people. Never take on the beefs of others. Never let them take on your beefs.
Yeah.
And ever, ever, ever. And, just stay to yourself and ride solo dolo. It's okay to have relationships out here with people and all that good stuff. But ride alone. You should
So let
never
me tell you
become a
about
part of
that.
a
Let me tell you
team.
about that. I taught Vibes Queen about that because you know who created that. A queen stands alone. You know who created it. It was a gay male that said that. He came up with that about 6 years ago.
Right.
He was saying that. So when people were starting to beef with her, I think it was LGI, they were going back and forth. She wanted me to jump into the beef. I said nothing. So she started making complaints on her community wall because I'm able to be too cool with two people that don't get along. It has nothing to do with me. I won't say anything, that's y'all stuff. Well, she started getting mad because I wouldn't get involved and making community posts. And I told her, a queen stands alone. Now she's over there using it like she created it. She over the street sector like, oh no, the queen stands alone. I gave her that.
Hey, she trying to talk with a commanding voice like me too. I'm like, look at my daughter. I see the way she was handling her panel the other day, and I said, look at my daughter over there.
Oh, I can't tell you how many times I've heard people talk like me or say things I've said. Or
It's weird. They do that. They copy you to the T. I mean, there's so many of them.
They swear they don't watch you.
Down to your verbiage and the tones that you use.
Yeah. The words. Let me tell you one word I can tell you. I'm not saying that nobody else knew this word, but I'm serious. The whole beef sect started riding this word hard. I said it. I was talking about something and I said, but I digress. So I know they took it from me because you really wouldn't say, but I digress. You would more than likely say, I digress. Right? So the way they're saying it, everybody, but I digress. And I'm like, no, I really kind of messed that up. But that's how I knew. Like,
well, at least you don't say I digest like somebody else I know. But you know what my word would be amongst many? Them DSLs. Shut them dick sucking lips up. I started saying that shit years ago. And then, everybody else started saying it.
I mean,
now,
I use some isms. Like ours, we all use ours. We know who that came from. We know who ours made. She made up a lot of words for beef saying. Her and Sean Bradley, they have contributed a lot with their sayings and catchphrases. So
and they may come back and say, "No, I used it 7 years ago, and here's the receipt, bitch, and all I'm going to be able to do is eat it."
Who came up with Mad Day?
I did.
Watkins.
No, I did.
Was that you?
I came up with Mad Day. Oh no, I remember the way that I came up with Mad Day because remember when I first came on the scene from the very beginning, I was doing reviews of Housewives. Candy Burris said on Mad Day. And boom, I came back and I said, yeah, on Mad Day, blah, blah, blah. Now, Mad Day is everywhere.
It is. And it's not even just in the beef sector. Like, everybody uses it, Mad Day.
Yeah.
Everybody uses it. I feel like
But
play was
it's
another
funny.
one.
It's funny that you could set a trend and then they copy you.
Oh,
And they
yeah.
run around, like they're authentic. Like, girl, if you could be in my skin, you would. It's
Like, that's
weird.
what I'm saying. I give people the credit. I'll be like, okay, this came from him.
Right.
This came from her.
If
Like,
I
I
could
give
remember.
people. Yeah, but I don't just try to act like I just own. And if I'm beefing with the person, I'm not gonna use like you don't hear me going around saying, I'm sick of it. Just sick of it.
Man, I feel
Chanel,
like
you don't know who that is? Just sick of it, babes. I'm sick of it.
Oh. Put it in the back chat.
Hold on, I'll have another one for you. What's another one that she uses? Hey, my baby.
Oh yeah, I know exactly.
Hey.
Come on in the room, child. Come on in.
Yes. Now, hey, I will say I don't know what y'all's relationships is with her. Me and
Oh no, she did lives on me and said
Oh,
I did
really?
to my child. Absolutely, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
She
see, I
said-
didn't know.
I don't
even
even want to give that one no shine. So
Yeah,
moving right
yeah.
along.
No, that's funny though. That is
Like
that
moving
is
right
funny.
along, that one's mine right now. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I took that a long time ago, like years ago, from Olivia. Olivia was saying that. Moving right
At
along.
least you're honest about it though. At least you're honest.
I said, "Oh, I love that." But y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's been fun.
It's getting late.
You know what? I'm gonna invite you ladies back to my panel again, but it's not gonna be on negativity. We just gonna have a ladies' night, and we're gonna rock out. And everybody in the chat, I see all of y'all, Lordy B, everybody. If I ain't said nothing to you personally, I see you, and I appreciate you being here. And listen, when you see somebody going against somebody like me that's doing nothing but minding my business and being nosy over there in the Atlanta Street interviews, and all of a sudden you see these people, ask what they're saying. Is it relevant? What are they talking about? What it has nothing to do with my content, and it has nothing to do with anything. So to clear Vibes Queen name, if that was the case, why are you up there talking about me and my daughter and stuff that has nothing to do with you going up there and saying, yeah, you were never a beef sector, if that's what you wanted to do?
And see, and Kiki, you can tell how much I watch the beef sector. I can't keep up with all the storylines. I absolutely refuse to. Like, I just can't.
I don't
I
watch
can't.
anymore because they keep revisiting the same thing
Yeah.
over and over again, and I'm just sick of it. So
Yeah, I can't do it. I'll miss stuff, and it's like it was just meant to be because
yeah,
it's just too much negativity, and I can't put that inside my eyes, my ears, my soul on a daily basis. Not
yeah,
daily. Come on now. I
yeah.
want to watch somebody building a goddamn tiny house from pallets and shit.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'm about to get out of here. Thanks, Octavius.
Anyway,
All right,
bye
y'all.
guys.
All right,
Thanks
y'all.
for having.
Bye, Chanel.
Thanks, Chanel.
Anytime.
Thanks, Lee.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to first let's subscribe to Miss Kiki Prime, baby. My girlfriend, my love, and also Leak
Yeah,
You.
my girlfriend.
Yeah. Also
Yeah.
Leak You. Make sure y'all subscribe to Leak You. And Chanel, I told her to drop a link in the chat. So you see her link. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. And I think that what we did today, we actually showed you guys with receipts, the type of people that they are associating with at this point. And I hope that for the sake of the people, like I said, we have a very empathetic crowd over here in the street sector. And, the last thing, I think I can agree openly with Marcus is that sexual predators are a problem. Okay.
Absolutely.
So if you guys truly believe that, you know what I'm saying, don't fall for all the propaganda that these people, all the negative things that you've heard about Kiki's past or even about me has directly come from this guy that has been on Five Screen's channel. The stuff that you heard Sunnyi sometimes repeating and everything, like we're no fools. Like I'm very seasoned when it comes to how people get down around here. I've been crossed. I've been set up. Everything you can imagine. I done been there, done that. So we know the play. I see the play, and so guys, don't fall for it. But we will be reporting on not just only Marcus, but things that concern street. You know, what's the street? And you know, these are some of our friends from the sectors. Chanel is, I think, you from the Mo3 sector, right?
No, I know people
Oh,
over
mommy
there.
sector.
I'm not a.
Mommy
Yeah.
sector. Okay, yeah, she's from the mommy sector. Originally from the mommy sector, and I think I really think Voss Queen claimed in her secret past that she came from over there too. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna speak on that. But
That's actually interesting. I didn't know that. It's good to learn, more and more of Chanel's history.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I think, well, I'm not gonna talk on other people from over there, but yeah. So I know Chanel's like from the I know she interacts with the Mo3 mommy sector.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but so y'all, if y'all entertained by her, make sure y'all check her out. You know, she gets down and she stands up for righteousness. That's one thing I can say about this woman. You know what I mean? I really appreciate her approach on things. She's so check her out. Also check out Leak-U. Leak-U has been exposing Kenola for the past 2 or 3 years. And she has a whole dossier on this guy. And real talk. So if you ever have a problem with him, just hit her up, and I'm pretty sure she will help you. Okay.
And
that's just what
dossier.
it is.
That was the perfect word.
Yeah, a whole dossier.
Having me, Octavius. Y'all have a good night.
All right, then. Take care, Chanel.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to
All
drop off too. Thanks, Octavius, for everything. It's always good chopping it up with you, and I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Anytime.
All right.
So I appreciate all of y'all coming through.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. So, guys, I did something stupid tonight. I actually locked myself out of my truck, and I have to take my brother's vehicle and go get my truck. But I got here for you guys. Make sure you smash the like button and smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Help me out with the algorithm. You know, I greatly appreciate it. And I thank y'all for helping me expose the hypocrisy in some of these people out here who mean y'all no good. Okay? So peace and blessings to everybody.